of the American people, the overwhelming majority of the American people, this was an unconstitutional act by the Congress of the United States and signed into law by the President of the United States. One of the final remarks that was made by Chief Justice Roberts in the opinion, he said that today the American people will not be protected from the political decisions they made in 2008. Let us not forget that it was a Democrat president, a Democrat Senate, a Democrat House of Representatives that chose for the first time in the history of the United States to force the American people to buy a product or service against their will simply because they breathe. There will never be any limitation on Congress for what they can force the American people to purchase. That, in effect, is a tax. And that was the reasoning of the court. The court stated today it's not the Commerce Clause that allowed Congress to make this decision, but what they said is this is a tax. Now, it's highly interesting because throughout the Obamacare debate, President Obama repeated emphatically over and over and over again, you can find it in ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN, MSNBC. Look in your files of President Obama where he clearly states repeatedly the Affordable Care Act, popularly known as Obamacare, he stated was not a tax. And today the court ruled that this was a tax. They say, first of all, it's not a tax for purpose of jurisdiction. They said this is not a tax for the purposes of the Anti-Injunction Act, which means that the court said, first of all, they can hear the bill and make a ruling today because it's not a tax. Then they upheld this law because they said it is a tax. What is with this court today? Can they make up their mind? They've come to a conclusion that will be very difficult for the American people to abide. Clearly, this is an activist court.